Okay, it is 2FM, and I'm joined by, I don't like to say hero of mine, but somebody who's been had a marked influence on my musical learnings over the last many years. It's Jonsi, lead man from Sigur Ros, at the moment doing his own thing. You're very welcome to the programme, and, congratulations on your album Go, really, and thank you for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
Now listen, Sigur Ros are going 16 years. Is it 16 years? About 16 years, is it?
16 years.
16 years. And how do you get on with before we get onto your own thing, how do you get on with the lads? And is it a democracy as a band? And when you're travelling on a bus, is there ever any fights or any of that kind of thing? Or how does that work?
Yeah, I think you just have to be really patient to each other, give each other a lot of space when you're touring, especially. And when you come home, I think we don't talk that much. Unless we just are working good in the studio and rehearsing and stuff like that. But I think when you are together so much, it's important to have your own space also.
You're not like one of those bands then that would email each other ideas. You don't work like that.
No, we haven't done that yet.
You get into a room and you start practicing and you do all that kind of thing. Now, on your new album, Go, you decided to sing in English. Why was that?
I think it was just kind of an experiment. I never written in English properly before. So I think that was kind of my first time doing it. And it's healthy, I think. It's quite scary. Or not scary. It's just kind of my vocabulary is so much smaller in English than in Icelandic, so it was just a good thing to try out, I think.
So were you ever kind of afraid that what you were trying to say in your songs, if you were saying it in Icelandic or Hopelandish, or the language you use with Sigur Ros sometimes, that you might fail actually because you're singing in English and then not get the message across that you actually want to do? Or would you get somebody to check?
Oh, the English thing?
Yeah.
My boyfriend is American, so he's quite good in English. And I think it's mainly they just took a long time to make it right or something. It's kind of like when you start doing this, you think it's gonna be really quick, but this kind of takes a lot of time.
Tell me, why have you brought out a solo album?
Why not?
I know why not, but what was the motivations behind doing this?
I think the main thing was I have shitload of songs that I've been working on for many years, and I wanted to record for a long time, but we've been very busy, Sigur Ros, both touring and recording and stuff like that. So last year when all of the boys had babies in the band, and it was kind of finally time for me to do something.
And was a lot of the music that you had around for a long time, and therefore why wasn't it used as part of the Sigur Ros canon, should I say?
I think it's just not how we work, I think. We're quite shy characters in the band. We don't bring songs to the band. We kind of just meet four of us and write songs and take it from there, see what happens.
That begs the question then, if you're all very private and shy individuals, is everybody else in the band working on their own little projects as well?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Now the other guys are... We had a studio in a swimming pool. Now we got rid of that, and we went back to the drummer's garage to rehearse, and now we have stopped doing that also, and we are looking for another rehearsal space. And I think the guys have found one in Iceland, so when I come back after this touring, we're gonna go back in and play around.
And so often, with people who go out solo, Phil Collins, for instance, or the guy out of the Killers, Brandon Flowers, at the moment. Does this mean the end of the band? I presume that wouldn't be the case with Sigur Ros.
Yeah, this is the end of the band, yeah.
It's the end. We have it exclusive here on 2FM, by the way. We have now confirmed that Sigur Ros is now no longer an entity and they have formally split up. Thank you, Jonsi, for coming in. No, seriously. Seriously.
That was really good.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That was a nice
really quick.
moment. Yeah. I had to put that together very fast. And I'm an amateur. I'm an amateur, man. So I believe the album Go was meant to be an acoustic thing at the start. Very organic, but that didn't happen. What happened there along the line?
I'm not sure. It's just you start writing a lot of songs on acoustic, guitars, pianos, harmonium, and ukulele, and then you go into the studio, and there's a lot of stuff that happens in the studio. I think that's when things get, where things happen, and I was so lucky with this album because I'm doing it on my own that I could choose musicians and artists I want to work with. And I kind of had in mind people I wanted to work with, so they kind of lot of the the craziness or the colors came with them,
Okay.
when we were recording, and it was really fun.
And is it your boyfriend who produced the record?
Yeah, it's me and him and other guy called Peter Cadis.
And did that ever cause any kind of, if there's any friction, which there always is in the studio, did that cause any friction within your own relationships as well?
No.
That went fine. That was okay.
I think so, yeah.
I think so.
We are quite similar in way of thinking and in everything basically. So it's quite bad. No, it's really good.
Like, how do you reproduce an album that sounds to me like you've had about 15 different mixing desks, about 1 million different instruments and tracks, all this kind of craziness happening? How do you produce that in a live setting without bringing 400 people on tour with you? And you're not allowed to say an Apple Mac.
First of all, we have really good musicians, and I think that's kind of the main thing. And they kind of play a lot. So. Yeah, and we have a lot of different instruments on stage also.
So it's like a lot of multi-instrumentalists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But listen, before I let you go, again, congratulations and on your solo album, and best of luck with the new Sigur Ros stuff as well. But I want you to see if I'm able to pronounce the name of your famous volcano correctly. Would you allow me to do that? Would you allow me to try?
I'm gonna do it slowly, or
Can I say it and you tell me if I'm right or wrong?
Okay, yeah.
Is it Eyjafjallajökull?
No.
No. Okay, what is it then?
Eyjafjallajökull.
Eyjafjallajökull. Is that closer?
No.
Oh man, listen, I'm not going to try anymore. But listen, Jonsi, best of luck, and listen. So thanks so much for coming in and talk to us, and best of luck with the gig later on tonight.
Thank you very much, sir.